Hello, good evening, everyone. It's me, Kelvin from Brown and Search. So today we will be looking into the market outlook. So I understand that past 1 week, this week and last week was after the Raya break, and then market is pretty bad. It's very bad. Basically, it's not pretty bad. A lot of stocks are going down. And I believe a lot of people out there who are actually quite worried about that. Maybe some of you looking at where is the support, where is the bottom of it. And of course, we are looking at the same thing. It's so bad that first, we don't have any pre-open market stock, which we do it intraday trade during the golden hour, because most of the stocks, they are not attracting buyers. If let's say the big boys are attracting buyers, then they will push the price up higher, and then to attract the buyers, and then they'll dump the price down lower when the buyers or investor queue at the lower price. But since the market is down that way, so you don't see much of this kind of price action, or the big boys have this kind of intention. So basically, big boys are just staying out of it. So especially for those that is like maybe 800 million and below type of big boys, they're staying out from the market. And then but okay, we are not in this session over here. I'm not going to share with you like what is happening, what caused the market to be so bad and is going down that way. What I'm going to share with you guys is that right now, what should we be looking forward for, okay, and get ready for the rebound. Okay, what the current damage, okay, is already done. Maybe some of you have still holding some of the stock because you can't cut loss, because you find that it's too painful for you to cut loss. Okay, so for us wise, we don't really do that way. So before that, we shifted to a lot of short-term trade, which I actually share with you guys also. But yesterday wise, I find that the market is a bit some demand actually coming in. Not yet, is it yesterday? No, the day before, actually, on Tuesday. There's some of the demand are actually coming into some of the stocks. Okay, not all, but that is actually showing some signal that the big boys are coming back into it. But it doesn't mean that the price will have a rebound. So we need to differentiate, like there are two types of big boys in the market. One is those like really big boys, where you can call them like the giant boy. Okay, they are usually those like institutional funds, or maybe those bigger size that they going in for long term, or maybe for mid-term. And another side is actually some of the big boys that maybe they themselves, they actually do the market making in the market. Okay, so but for any major market rebound, we will need to look into this institutional fund. When are they coming in? But of course, when they come in to buy the shares, they won't come in at one point and then straight away push the price up higher. They will come in slowly, buy a bit, and then they watch. If let's say it goes down lower, then they buy a bit. So that's where it shapes, like there's some demand actually comes in. Or maybe sometimes it's because of the directors, they find that the price is down, so they need to support it at that point. So when it comes into support, it doesn't mean that the price will actually have a rebound, because they just go in to make sure that the price don't actually goes down too much, so it doesn't cause a lot of panic from it. Okay, or maybe they find it this is a good price for them to buy, so that's why they jump they buying it bit by bit. So directors, or maybe some of the substantial shareholder, they are buying. It doesn't mean that is the price is going to move up higher, because they buy it is mainly because that they want to attract no, they can actually hold it, they can increase their shareholding, share percentage, and then maybe they have more power, more to say in the AGM or in the company. So it is not necessarily that they go in just because they want the price to move up higher, which I find that there's a lot of people in the market, they have this kind of misconception, that you will always hear people say, they look into announcement, Bursa announcement, and they say that, oh, look at this, the director is buying back the shares, means that the company is good. Well, of course, if let's say put yourself in the shoes where if you're running your own listed company, okay, of course, the more ownership you have, the better it is, right? Okay, so you have more power into it. So, but of course, the company is good is one thing, but doesn't mean that the price will actually move up higher. You can see dozens of companies, listed company in the market, not just Malaysia, other market as well. The price is not moving up anywhere. So there's no direct relationship to it, which I always believe in this. Okay, so that's why today I'm not going to talk about fundamental, because I myself I don't look into fundamental. So I'm going to talk more about the what I find in the market. So we need to get ready for the next move. Although today actually goes down 1%. So is this the end of it, or will the price actually continue to go down? Okay, so before I start to show you guys with this, remember to give us a like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Facebook page. We just set a goal for our Facebook page where we want to hit like 5,000 followers. So please help us with that. And of course, for YouTube site, do help us to actually increase our subscriber as well. So by sharing this to your friends, if let's say they are not interested into market outlook, they can also watch our intraday trades in KLSE, and also we have the US market vlog as well. So learning how I look into the market, how I strategize, plan, structure something new for myself to trade in the US market, which is later on at 9:30. Okay, so if let's say you're interested with that, just continue on, stay with us. Okay, so subscribe to us and like us and follow us so you won't miss this out. Okay, all right, so right now let me share you my screen here. So this is the top active list. Usually when I look into top active list, I don't like to look at the price that is moving up, because those price that is moving up is usually that some big boys, they want to create that kind of your attention, to get your attention so that they can actually move into it. Okay, you can actually, you will jump into it and then they can take profit. Okay, so I like to look into top active list the other way around. I like to look at those that is going downwards. Okay, because this shows that there's a lot of trading volume, and then there might be some of the demand coming in where you can find it. Okay, all right, so let's take a look into it. The lowest, most dropping the most in the top active list. I'm not going to look into percentage because I'm not a percentage person. Look into the price changes of that day. The reason why I don't look into percentage changes is because I find percentage is sometimes very hard for us to decide on that, because something like 1 ringgit down to 50 cents, you're losing 50%, but 50 cents, you need to go back up to 1 ringgit, you need to hit 100%. So, but in value wise, it's the same, but in percentage, it's different. So, I find it is not so suitable for me to look into it. And of course, probability as well, I don't like it, is because it's not about probability, it's about how many times, it's about whether you can actually make the most out of it. You can have the very low probability, but you still can make profit in the market if you do the right thing, do it right risk management. Okay, so it's the same as flipping a coin. Flipping a coin, getting head or tail is not 50-50. It depends on the number of times you are trying, and if you try a different timing, a different set, it might come out a different probability as well. Okay, so yeah, that's my explanation here. So let's take a look into the one that it goes down a lot, which is this one, which previously we did short-term trading over here. So 5 cents of profit, and then we run. So right now you can see is the daily chart. So I think most of you who learn about the traditional technical analysis, you just look into the daily chart, but in fact daily chart doesn't tell anything. Traditional technical analysis, they will tell you like, oh, okay, right now it's actually trading at the second support. So what they will do is that they always draw lines like this. Okay, here is the first support, and then here is the resistance turn support, and then here is the third support, and then which is also the resistance turn support previously, and then here is the number 4, the fourth support. If let's say this break, then you go down to the next one, and then you go down to the next one. So it has already broken the first one and the second one, and then the third one. So will it break this one? So they'll say like, oh, okay, if it's break, then you look for the fifth, the support that which is lower, number 5. Okay, so I find it's not, it's like, it's really telling story. Okay, so it's not for what I see here is that if you have followers for a very long time, I find that traditional technical analysis, which I learned before as well, I also teach that before as well. Unfortunately, and then slowly I realized that it doesn't work in the market, so that's why I look into operator, and I came up with my own operator analysis, looking at the price and volume action. So I find that the technical analysis that is commonly used in the market, or you can learn from the Google or anywhere, Investopedia, in the on the website, or maybe any courses, or they use any indicators, are just telling us what is happening. Okay, so like for example, right now this stocks, it goes down, it broke the previous the first support, so I know that okay, the price is going down lower. Okay, so right now it break, so that's why it goes down lower, and then it break here, and then it goes down lower, and then break here, then it goes down lower. Yes, I know right now it's going down lower because it broke the support. I know that. I don't need to see the support to know that. What I want to know is, when are they going to have a rebound? Okay, so that is the most asked, frequently asked questions to by a lot of retail investor. They will always ask like, do you think that it's going to rebound? But technical analysts, they won't be able to tell you that. Of course, myself also, I can't really tell you that. But what I find that is, the drawing the support, it doesn't really help. Indicators, it doesn't really help, because you don't need this to tell you that. Okay, but what we want to know is that, will they have a rebound? Okay, of course, if you're saying like longer term, I can't tell you. What I will do here is that I will look into the 5-minute charts, and then to see every bottom here, is there any of volume coming in that it tells me is that, oh, this volume is high, and then when it comes in, even though when the price is down, the price is just stopped here. So I know that there's someone coming in to support the price at this point. So I know that someone is coming in. So at least I know that in short term, maybe not just short term, maybe the next day, they will have a small price up, but it will not be rebounding up a lot. Okay, so at least I know that. So when I see a couple of days are having this kind of price movement, where when it's at the bottom here, whenever they hit the bottom, there is a high volume. Okay, whenever they hit the bottom, there is a high volume. So I would know that someone is actually coming in. So at least I know, okay, this stock, someone is coming in. So when there is any of my entry rules actually comes in, then I can actually go in for short term. I will not straight away jump in for mid term. The reason is because all these are just telling us that the support are coming in, so they might push the price up higher a little bit. Then I'll just take the profit first, and then let the price have a retrace, and then we watch again and see whether they will continue to move up higher or actually goes down lower. Then we decide to move in again. Okay, so trading is not about it's not so much about like you betting whether the price will move up or not. We need to react accordingly, react to what is happening in the price movement, and then get ready to jump into it. Okay, so even though the price have been going down a lot, but we do see a lot of high volume actually comes in whenever it's at the bottom. Let's say for these stocks over here. So this actually shows that they will have some of the, what we call that, the demand are actually coming into this. Okay, so but overall right now I still see that the demand that it comes in for this during today is not so much of it's not so much that it will cause a rebound from it. Okay, so that's why we have to be a bit careful. Even though there's a high volume here at the last 10 minutes of the market close, that actually this one is usually like, you will see a lot of the time that where the portfolio are changing. Okay, some of the fund houses or institutional investor, they switch, okay, change their portfolio. So probably they're buying in, or maybe they're throwing out in some of the shares. Okay, so to reduce the weight of some of the shares in that. But overall, we can see the volume that it comes in every time is actually at the bottom here. Okay, this one, when it hits here, and then that's it, they stop. So it's not as strong as it is. Okay, so it might have a small rebound tomorrow, but it's not going to have a huge price up. A small rebound, like the price up will just be during the day. Okay, so we know this, and then we can actually start to get ready to it. And then tomorrow we watch any of the entry rules comes in, and then we can take profit, probably have some profit opportunity to make some intraday trade. Okay, so you must be thinking like, okay, in this kind of case, what should I do? So basically, if you are a mid-term person, you can just wait and see, or maybe if you are a long-term person, then you can just wait and see. Okay, wait for the right timing. But if let's say you're a short-term person, you know how to do intraday trade. Like for us wise, we can do it mid-term, short-term, and intraday. So all this trading method is there's no good or bad about it. There's no which one is better, which one is not so good about it. It's depends on the market. How we use it is, like for example, right now the market is still at the going downwards, so we switch our trading method into a shorter term. So right now I would prefer to go in for day trading. The reason is because day trading wise, I find it less lower risk. Okay, it's lower risk. The reason, maybe some of you might think like, day trading should be high risk, right? In fact, that is not. The reason why is because we're going in and out today during the same day. So anything happen the next day, US or anywhere that it bombs here, bomb there, okay, is not our business because we're already out from the market. So whatever we enter right now, and then we just take the profit, and then that's it. Or maybe we just cut the losses, then that's it. It's better than you enter right now and then the price actually goes down the next day morning, get down, that kind of thing. So you're exposing to more risk. Okay, so that's why. Or maybe when the market before is going down, maybe the market is recovering, then we'll go in for short-term trade, maybe 1 or 2 days, and then let go, okay, and exit, because you don't want to get into a market where it's not ready yet, and then we are not really confirmed that the big boys or the giant will actually continue to push the price up higher, even though when the price are move up, they will have a retrace there as well. So we just want to take that profit, and then we watch again. Okay, stay at the sideline and then watch, and then get ready to react to it. Okay, but come back to this one. So far, we see from here, this stock wise is much of a better showing that there are big boys are coming in. To the demand is at the bottom over here, so we can see there's a high volume, even though here there's a high volume here, but then after that, when you reach this point over here, there's a high volume, the price don't really move down anymore. High volume again, the price don't really move down anymore. If let's say this is where the high selling pressure, because I believe many of you will look into this where you would think that price down with high volume is high selling pressure. Yes, maybe during that time it's high selling pressure. So, but then after that, the price don't really goes down anywhere lower. So selling pressure is actually not that high. Okay, so that's why you can't just look into the chart, just looking at day chart. Okay, sometimes we need to look into 5-minute charts, and even sometimes we need to look into the transaction detail. Okay, transaction details such as, like, I can show it to you. Like for example, here there's a put movement. This one actually shows like during the day how the price is being moved, and then how they transact the price, how they throw down the price, and then the time interval between each of the transactions. So all this actually carries information for us to analyze, to know what is the intention of the big boys. Okay, so of course, if let's say you want to know about this, you want to learn how we analyze the market and how we can actually apply this analysis into our trading, you can actually look into our training course. It's a 6-month training course. We guide you through all of this, from big boys accumulation up to the point where they are ready to throw the price out in the market. Okay, and also look at the market based on that. From the big boys intention, we roughly will know that when the market is going to fall. So from there, we can actually change our trading method, how we can actually like invest or trade into the stock market more flexible, okay, by knowing all this knowledge. Okay, so you can look into it. We have a monthly subscription, and also we have like a one-time payoff model. So you can actually look at our description box or send us a PM to find out more about it. Okay, so next intake I think should be on July. Okay, so if let's say you are a person that you want to look at short-term trading, or maybe mid-term trading, then you can choose, okay, in between the intake, you can actually choose just to learn about that during that time, okay? So you don't have to go through the full course of it. All right, so yeah, find out more from that. So far we can just see like only one, that which is this one. Just now we look into it, which is showing some sign that they will have a rebound. This was the one that just now happened, even though high volume, but we see the volume are actually mainly coming from the bottom there, the demand. And then from here we have this. So about the same thing also, we have some volume coming in at the bottom. So if we do a separator here, we can see every day so far is still okay. So this one, when it's at the bottom, the volume is not that high, but this one here, when it's at the bottom, the volume is much higher. So we might see some rebound tomorrow for these stocks, but rebound is not saying that they're going to push back up to 160 or something, just an intraday price up. Okay, maybe tomorrow it will have a white bar. Okay, or if let's say they gap down, then they press it down, and then from the bottom they push the price up higher, and that is what we mean also. Okay, so as long as they have the price up like this, then we have the trading opportunities. Okay, so this is also that it will show us there's some short-term rebound, intraday rebound. I will say intraday price up, so that you guys won't get confused about it. Intraday price up. So market is not that bad, even though today the market is bad. Okay, this one not so, because when it's at the bottom here, the price is down and then it continues to go down lower with the high volume also. So here is a high volume, and then here there's a high volume, and then here there's a high volume. The price like keep on going down and down instead of moving sideways. So this stock might continue to go down lower, so I will not look into it yet. Then this one I will try to avoid it. The reason is because they tends to do this kind of churning activities, where changing hand, left hand to right hand, right hand to left hand. They keep on churning the volume, so it's like a washing machine until they wash all the shares is out. This kind of share, if let's say they want to throw down, they throw down very fast. So yeah, try to stay away from it. Okay, so it's not that bad. It's not as bad as last week, so it's still okay. This one not so as well. The price is keep on going downwards. And then of course for the glove market, I think a lot of people are very interested in to know, would they move back up higher and stuff like that. Seems like there's some volume coming in at the bottom, so seems like they will have a rebound. So I think past few days, okay, today also the market is actually down 1%, but KLCI, how much it goes down lower, it doesn't really matter. Okay, that's because that is only consists of how many stocks? 28, 30 stocks. It only consists of 30 stocks. It doesn't really represent the whole market. Okay, so the whole market, there's a lot of stocks in the market, so index could be down, but some of the stock could be moving up. Okay, so we will see some stock are going into an intraday rebound. Of course, this session over here, I'm just for sharing purpose and also for educational purpose only. So you shouldn't take this as you should have your own study in those stocks. Okay, you make your own decision. You will have your own responsibility on that. But overall today, Jack, I'll just don't look into it. Overall today, if you look into the index, it's quite mixed. The market ends at the quite mixed. So tomorrow index might not be moving anywhere, because the major weight one is like Public Bank, CIMB Bank, and also Maybank. Okay, those that actually weight the most for KLCI index. They don't really show that they will move up higher. But instead of those like servicing consumer side, they are showing some sign that some of the stock that might move up. So it makes like the banking stock goes down, and then the other stocks are telecommunication, or maybe those energy stocks, the Naga, or those they seems like they have some sign to actually move up. So we might see KLCI tomorrow is not much of changes. Okay, maybe 0. Over few percent. So I don't think that it will actually goes down again for another 1% much. Okay, looking at how the price end today in the market. Okay, so that is basically overall market right now. Still the same. Okay, but in the past this week, okay, in this week, past few days, we do see a lot of stocks. They have some demand are coming in, but they don't really push the price up higher. So, but right now we do see that also. So seems like the funds are working or maybe the directors are working their way to try to not let the price to goes down much. Okay, so we can see that might have a very short-term rebound coming probably the next week. Okay, this week why I think still mix a bit. Okay, but doesn't mean that no stocks to look into it. You just need to find the right one. Like the one I shared to you guys, I look into it. I didn't share to you guys. I just show that how they have the demand are coming into support at the end of the days, and the price are moving sideways. So those are the one that it could have an intraday price up, but it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that the price will have a rebound. Okay, all right, so that's my sharing here. Let's see, any one of you have any questions that you want to ask? You can ask me right now. You can leave the comments, or any questions you can leave it in the comment section. Okay, and in the meantime, don't forget to like this video if you find it interesting on how we share our way of looking into the charts. Okay, like looking into the charts, and then looking into reading how the big boys actually works, how the price and volume actually works, and then to analyze that so you understand. It helps you to understand more about the market instead of drawing line and then break out, you enter, and then the price fall back down again. So, and then you think like, oh, set the take profit target, set the cut loss point, doesn't hit your take profit target, and then you don't know what to do. You continue to hold, and the price goes down, 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 hit your cut loss, and then and because you miss out the profit that you have previously, and you refuse to actually cut loss, because you still think of the profit that you have previously when it's up, but you didn't take the profit. So then you continue to hold on to the losses, and again, and that's it, and still losing a lot of profit in the market, losses in the market. So from profit turn to losses. Okay, so that is quite common for a lot of retail investors. Because most of us, we don't know what is happening in the market, and we don't know how to analyze this kind of transaction data. So it gives us give a lot of retail investors some limitation to do decision, limited information limited knowledge to interpret this data and information that is available to every one of us to make decision when the market is down. So that's why a lot of retail investors are trading with emotion, and then along the way you find it, you feel very lost. You don't know what you are doing in the stock market. Okay, you have tried trading, short-term trading, you have tried investing, same thing. Okay, main thing is because you don't know we don't know how the market, the mechanism, the pricing mechanism actually works. So once you understand this, like how we do it, then basically it's very simple. Okay, just follow you, and then you will be more disciplined to follow. Okay, because you understand how the things works. Okay, so of course, if you want to learn this, we have a training course. Just drop us a PM, a message, okay, or go to our website to find out more about it. we have pinned the description there, the details of our training course in our Facebook page as well. So go there and have a look, and in the description box as well, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you can find out more about it. So I don't see any questions coming in. So that's all here for today. So if you want to know about the US market, how I strategize and also structure the trading plan for it, look into it, because later on I'm going to show you something that is I'm going to share something there that is which I need to actually structure something new from it. So it'll be very interesting for you guys to have take a look. It's at 9:30 later on. So if you don't want to miss that, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Facebook page. When the live stream is on, then you get the notification. All right. So thank you very much. I'll see you guys again later, or maybe next week. Bye bye.